we will come up again. We start revising under our Math 1100 practice questions part 3. What do we have here? All right, so look, these are the consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression: x plus 1, 4x plus 1, and 8x minus 1. How do we find x? The key word is consecutive. What do we mean by consecutive? Meaning they are following each other. Okay, because they are following each other, here's the thing. If you've got the first term, the second term, and the third term, how do we find the common difference? The common difference, we say the second term minus the first term. But this is also the same thing as the third term minus the second term. You agree, right? In our case, our first term is here, second term, third term. We're going to use this to find x. That's all. So you say 4x plus 1 minus x plus 1. This is the same thing as 8x minus 1 minus 4x plus 1. Expand. Minus x minus 1. 8x minus 1 minus 4x minus 1. Collect the like terms. Okay? Just collect like terms. 4x minus x, 3x. Positive 1 minus 1, they cancel. 8x, 8x and minus 4, we get 4x. These two add, you get negative 2. Bring this guy the other side, becomes 3x minus 4x equal to negative 2. Here is negative x equal to negative 2. Since there are negatives both sides, just multiply by negative or divide by negative, and you get your x as 2. Okay? Meaning, we can now write to say our first term is x plus 1, which is 2 plus 1. So our first term is 3. Our second term is 4x plus 1. If I put 2 here, this becomes 8 plus 1, 9. Our third term is 8x minus 1. If I put 2 here, this becomes 16 minus 1, 15. That's all. That's all. But the value of x is here. This question says, if the second term of a GP is 2 and the 11th term of the same GP is 1 over 256, how do we find the first term and how do we find the nth term? All right, well, recall to say the nth term of a GP is given by AR to the power n minus 1. So if they say the second term is 2, meaning here we are putting 2. Where there's n, we put 2 minus 1, because n is second. So get 2 is equal to a to the power r, because 2 minus 1 is just 1. Okay? Then also write for the for the 11th term. So the 11th term is 1 over 256. And this is equal to a r. While there's n, you are putting 11, but the minus 1, it will be 10. Then do you know what to do? Divide them. Okay? Get AR to the power 10, divide by AR. Also get their numbers. So here it will be 1 over 256 over 2. So I cancel A, I cancel A. 1 R there will give me R to the power 9. Okay? I'm dividing here, so I'm going to get 1 over 512. Since these two are dividing, these two will multiply each other. These will multiply. So we are looking for a number, okay, which we can raise to the power 9 to give us 512, which is 2 to the power 9. Okay, so 2 to the power 9 is actually 512. So if 2 to the power 9 is 512, okay, what this means is this. This means that r to the power 9 is equal to 1 over 2 to the power 9. If I take this k to the other side, you know what happens, of course. Okay? The 9 and the 9 you cancel each other, so I'm going to remain 1 over 2. Okay? So my r is just 1 over 2. But the question is asking for the first term and the nth term. So our first term, how do we find the first term? We can use any of the equations that we formed. Let's use 2 is equal to AR. So 2 is equal to AR. Our R is 1 over 2. And this will give us what? A over 2. So our A is 4. What about our nth term? Our nth term, okay, we know that this is given by ARN minus 1. But this time around, we know what A is, it's 4. We know what R is, it's half n minus 1. That's all. That's all. Find the GM between 4 and 64. When we say GM, we mean geometric mean. All right, so keep in mind to say the geometric mean is given by A times B, where A and B are the terms that we are seeing here. So for this one, GM is equal to 4 times 64. But of course here we know the square root of 64 is 2. So the square root of 4 is 2, but the square root of 64 is 8. So this gives us 16 as the geometric mean. Number 2, or B, between 1 over 3 and 243. What is the GM? So GM is 1 over 3 times 243. 1 times 243 will get 243 over 3. 3 mu 24 ni 8. 3 mu 1, sorry, 3 mu 3 ni 1. Gives us 8. The last question on GM, between 8 over 9 and 8 over 9. What is the geometric mean between 8 over 9 and the same 8 over 9? So GM is 8 over 9 times 8 over 9. 64 over 81, which is 8 over 9. So the same thing is a GM.